Hello everyone, welcome to video 2 of my GenAI series. Today we are going to discuss about one interesting problem. So mostly you would see that tutorials on the internet assume that you are starting from scratch, but ideally you are not. So you have existing services, existing patterns, existing team conventions. This video is about adding GenAI to a real Spring Boot microservice without rewriting it, without breaking existing functionalities, and without surprising your teammates. So instead of wasting time, let's get started. Now we are going to see how we will implement. First is we have to follow some principles. First principle is isolate, where we put all LLM interactions behind an interface. If our model provider changes, we only change one class. Second is we have to augment but don't replace. So we have to add the LLM as an enhancement to existing logic, not a replacement for anything. Third is fail safe. So if the LLM is unavailable, it can happen many times. The service should degrade gracefully, not crashes. We are going to see these patterns and principles application wise. First is we are going to see that we have to isolate behind an interface. So we create an interface, public interface AI enrichment service, where we have a method called enrich. So we only call this method from our actual application, and application has no knowledge on what model we are using, how we are enriching or anything. And we then have an implementation where we have added @primary and we have added a service which implements this interface and implements the method. So this way what happens is nothing downstream knows or cares which agent framework or model is involved. That is what makes provider swaps and fallback possible. Let us see fail safe design pattern. So in fail safe what we do is we do circuit breaker and fallback. So circuit breaker is where in case of anything fails in my LLM call, it will go and call that fallback method. So that I have added here as circuit breaker name is this and fallback method is this, and this is my actual ticket routing service which uses AI enrichment service by injecting it here. And in the AI enrichment service we do call enrich method which we created in the previous slide, and that enrich method if it fails it will call route with fallback. Now route with fallback is a method where we have written that agent is unavailable using fallback routing for ticket this, and our enrichment result would depend on the fallback method's enrich method. So fallback's method enrich method is enrichment result dot with keyword matching. This is normal keyword matching without doing LLM calls. So this way in case of anything in my LLM happens, I will not break the system, it will call the fallback method. Now going to the third pattern is we have to put tight timeouts and thresholds so that we do not break anything. In case my LLM is taking some time, it can happen because we can't depend on the third party systems. So let us say we set a timeout of 10 seconds for synchronous calls. User should never wait longer than your normal SLA just because an AI call is slow. So generally these are some standard values. Failure rate threshold is 50, where trip the breaker at 50% failure. Wait duration in open state is 30 seconds, that is the cool off before retrying. Timeout seconds is 10, this is hard cap on the agent call itself, and we put it in the application.yml of our Spring configuration. And this way we do achieve all the features which I have discussed. So three things we need to take care while doing Spring Boot integrations which is on the Spring Boot project which exists already, and we want to integrate LLM into it. First is isolate behind an interface. This we saw in AI enrichment service. is basically AI enrichment service is basically using AI enrichment service interface, and everything is isolated through that interface. Second is the circuit breaker plus rule back, fallback and tight timeout. This also we have seen it. And third is augment, don't replace. So existing business rule stay in Java, we don't touch anything there. The agent handles the unstructured natural language parts only. So following these principles, we can integrate LLM to any existing Java microservices.